On a peaceful winter day, I was pulling for Yanagi and this happened.
It's fine because I know we are gonna get Yanagi right here.
So after Hoyoverse decided to give me the "we have Yanagi at home" treatment, I thought to myself, why not make a video about it? And yeah, seeing as you're watching this video, I think I succeeded with that. Rules are simple. For 10 days, I grind for Grace and see if she can save my awful Shiyu defense runs. I use all of my energy and an additional 200 battery a day. I had some reserve due to taking a break, so I might as well use them. And if you think that's cheating, it's my challenge. So I decided what cheating is. It's not cheating. On day 1, I decided to start out with arguably the most important part of building a character, the levels. Now, why is it so important? Because I get free pulls to feed my gambling addiction. No, but in all seriousness, I'm using levels as a starting point because if we aren't leveled, it is impossible to max out stuff like skills and cores. So, quick calculation. To get level 60, you need 300 purple books, which is approximately this amount of XP, which I am too dumb to read. I already have the equivalent of this amount of XP. That is a bit above half, so I still have some work to do. And I immediately started doing said work. I'm going to be very honest. Before this day, I didn't really care about Grace. The only thing I know is that when you get a Mindscape 6, it's just free. After that comment, I was done farming for day 1 and ended the day off with my Grace being level 57. Now, going into day 2, I was a bit more doubtful of my success. I mean, I wasn't even able to get Grace to max level on the first day, and there was still a ton of stuff I had to grind for. I feel like the game kinda knew this, because it tried to cheer me up a bit. Howl gave me this ticket that rewarded me with 60 polychromes. It's a nice gift and all, but I think it would have been a bit nicer if there wasn't a piece of shit on it. But luckily that wasn't the only thing. I went to the event tab and then I saw it. A double material event. This would be huge for me. Now, you may be thinking, well, if you just watched the version livestream or read the patch notes, you would have known this. And yes, that is true, but who reads nowadays? Actually, apparently everyone reads because my previous video only got 14 views. Depression aside, thanks to the event, I was quickly able to get Grace to max level. Now it was time to start my next obstacle, maxing the core skills. Since I wasn't able to do any hunt missions to get the golden upgrade thingies, I started by getting the purple ones. And to spice it up a bit, I used Grace, even though I don't have any disk drives on her. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Yes, apparently a lot. To put that into perspective, normally a run only takes half of the time I used for this one. So let's hope I improve before the end of this challenge, because otherwise Shiyu defense is not gonna go well. Regardless, I wasn't able to get all the materials I needed for Grace her core skills on day 2, so that would have to wait for... Now, for this day, I had a special idea that I will get to after we do all the normal shenanigans. So, on day 3, after I finished up getting everything I needed for Grace her core skills, I could start the electro chip grind. Again, after racking my brain a bit, and by racking my brain, I mean going to Reddit for a spreadsheet, I find out that I need 20 C rank chips, 60 B rank chips, and a whopping 200 A rank chips. That is, if you want to level everything to max except for the dodge skill. Now, I'm sure that sounds like a lot, but I probably have some reserve. Right? So how much do I have? This is not, Guess there's nothing to it but to do it. I did a couple more runs, and this is the point I ended up at with the grind on day 3. And I want to add that I may have cheated a little bit. But just a bit though. Remember the special idea I was talking about? Well, earlier on day 3, I was at a theme park. And what's the most normal thing you can do at a theme park? Well, of course, brainstorming on your challenge radio about the hit game Zenless Zone Zero. So, this is what I came up with. If I get closer to Grace, I can get to know her better and do more damage with her. So, as an extra challenge, from this day on, I will be trying to get max friendship on Grace. On day 4, I set out to finish leveling my skills, which resulted into this. Now, I know what you may be thinking. My abilities are not maxed out, and that may be true, but I didn't feel like leveling the skills higher than this was necessary. costs a lot of resources, which I still need for other parts of the Grace build. Oh, and my notes say that I tested out a team and farmed for artifacts, but that footage seems to have disappeared. So... now we have reached the halfway point of the challenge, so I think a little summary of what we still need to do and what we did could be nice. We are done with Gracer, levels, skills, and W engine. Wait, W engine? You didn't talk about that yet. I kinda forgot to mention I already have a fully leveled W engine. I was using it on Piper before I switched to her signature. Now, what do we still need to do? We need to farm the Notorious Hunt, max out Gracer core skills, and get artifacts. Now I hear you thinking, with only 2 goals left, this should be a walk in the park. The answer is yes and no. Yes, because I want to keep the video interesting and avoid repeating stuff so the days will go by faster. No, in the sense that I would soon find out what artifact hell really feels like. On day 5, I finally decided to do the Notorious Hunt, since I've been putting it aside for a while now. After they were done, I farmed the artifacts, and I do not want to talk about it. On day 6, I went through the exact same hot and fiery torture that wanted to make me never play again. Talking about hot and fiery things, we got to try out Lighter today. He's cool, fun to play, and I think he's pretty good as well. But I'm not spending my polychromes on him, because I've got the feeling something cooler, better, and more fun to play is coming. Just a feeling though, just a feeling. Now guess what I did for day 8 and 9? The exact same thing. Now, to be fair, on day 9 we were also able to max out Grace her friendship, which meant we got her wallpaper. There is a lot to unpack here, so let's get to it. But before that, we have to talk about... Can I get all of them? Wait, how much is this? Is Miyabi coming in less than a month? That's a really important question. I'll just... That was not the right... Oh no! So yes, you saw that right, yeah. The premium currency I had been saving up until this point, I just spent it all. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy it was on the event pulse, like imagine I got pulls for the standard banner. But you know, I would like to have used it for an S-rank W engine. Oh well, life goes on. So, last thing before we tackle Shiyu defense. This was my build after 10 days of farming. Now, I'm not a guy that understands the in and outs of an anomaly character, but what I do know is that this is so I went to the music shop to fix that, and as you can see, this is a massive improvement. Oh, and if anyone wants to know, I'm running a 4-piece Thunder Metal and a 2-piece Freedom Blues. And these are the 2 teams I used. Now, because I think showing all of this would be a bit boring, I made a little montage. So, enjoy!
Let's do this. Tactical nuke incoming! Another one. What are you aiming at? Happy feet. Wombo combo. That ain't Falco. Now that's a lot of damage.
Weak.
Fight back.
Sing, sing.
Another one.
So yeah, that was how far I was able to make it. I hope you enjoyed and subscribe.